I'm off on an adventure. With friends! Whoa. Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name is Kirsty, aka Beth Bookish, and this is my A Romantic Affair vlog, as the intro kind of gave away. Obviously, we've jumped back in time. That was taken at the convention itself, and that was all of us all excited. This is kind of now the calm before the storm bit where we're getting everything ready because people arrived today. I thought I'd just share what's going on, what we're getting up to, what plans we've got while everyone's here, what I've been reading for the convention, etc. I apologise, you can hear my laundry in the background because obviously I need to get laundry done, because just because 4 people are going to descend on your house does not mean that chores stop. A Romantic Affair is a romance author book signing happening here in Adelaide on Saturday, so day after tomorrow, and we've got Sash from Sash Reads, Zoe from Books with Zoe, Merb from Bin Chicken Books, and Erin from Shebas and Shelves all coming and staying here with us for it. It's going to be fantastic. We've got some events lined up that we want to get up to, and we've all been kind of reading bits and pieces. I've not read as much. I actually started a proper vlog for this back in sort of August, September when I was back home, and I'm just going to show you the very cringy intro to it. It's not going to go live. I'm not going to now go ahead with that vlog, but the intro was just too awful to not share with you all. So bear with my shame, and I apologise in advance to any offence that I'm going to cause the Australian nation. Just watch. This is going to be so bad. Why am I doing this? G'day folks, Kirsty here, and on today's video I'm going to be reading some Australian romance. Please excuse the terrible. I know that was bad. That was so bad. I'm so sorry. As I said, I'm so sorry. It was bad, right? But it was just a bit of fun, and I did read 2 books for it that I was going to include, but then I just read nothing else until I got to Australia, and then I've not recorded clips for those that I've read. What have I read for the convention in prep, and which authors am I looking forward to either picking up a book or just sort of learning more about? I've only actually completed, I think, 4 books. We've got The Lightcast Contract by Luna Lawson, whose name has disappeared off the attending authors list, but there's been no announcement anywhere about it, so not really sure why for that one, when every other author, when they've dropped out, we've had a notification. So but thankfully I didn't even like that one anyway, so I gave that 2 stars, and I would not have wanted to meet that author because I wasn't really interested. My arm is starting to hurt as we here. We've got Her Dark Angel by Chloe Higgins. I gave this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I read it. It was one of my last books of 2024, and I definitely am interested to meet her and see when the next book in that series is going to come out. I'm currently in about a third of the way, maybe a quarter of the way through When Shadows Dream, I think it is, and that is by Ren Smith. And again, I'm very interested in meeting them and sort of seeing what else they've got, because even though I haven't finished that book, I know I'm going to really enjoy it and I'm going to rate it quite highly. There's LK Shea, who I finished this week. I finished Siren's Revenge and I gave that 4 stars, and I had a great time with it. I read it very quickly. I'm very invested in the story, and even though I don't know if the sequel's out. If the sequel is out, I might try and pick up a copy of it at the convention. If the sequel isn't out, then she's got another series that I'm very interested in, because it features, it's a male, male, female, male, male, why choose? And it also has a kitsune scion in it, and I was just sold. And then there's a couple of authors whose works I'm still kind of intrigued by. Demi Clarissa, I know, is one of Sash's favourites, and she's been you've got to read her book. And I do have it on KU, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then the rest of it, I'm just going to walk around, see what's going. I'm probably going to aim to pick up more merch and bookish accessories than books itself, but we'll see how it goes on the day. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna get back to getting stuff done. I need to shower and wash my hair, and I've got a bunch of other stuff that needs doing. I think at least one person's on a flight already. I know the first plane is due to land at 2:35 and it's like nearly 10 a.m. now. So I think at least one person might be in the air. I'm not sure. Probably, possibly Sash and Erin. I don't know. I've been doing things sort of more like getting ingredients to cook dinner tonight. I've been like helping get beds ready. We have 4 beds that we've got. So we've got the teenagers' bed that we've stripped and put fresh bedding on. We've got a blow-up mattress that we haven't blown up yet, but will get blown up. There's a single mattress from the main house. And then over here, there's bed number 4. It's just sort of made up of like a couple of mattress type things. Chopper has been trying to lay claim to all of them, so far he has slept on this one and he has slept on this one. He tried to get on that one but couldn't, and he can't get on that one because of he can't get up this way for some reason, but there's also a little gate there to stop him. We are ready for everyone. I'm not really sure where luggage is going to go right now, but we will figure that out when the time comes. I'm making a spaghetti bolognese for dinner. I've just bought like 3 jars of sauce, a kilo of mince. And I was like, right, that will make up, like 2 jars of sauce and the kilo of mince will make up 1. I'm also going to do a veggie one like for Ren, so that'll be the other jar of sauce. I'll just cook up an entire bag of pasta. And then I bought 4 loaves of garlic bread and a bag of salad. And I was like, that should be enough, hopefully, to feed all of us. And then I was like, said to the group chat, if it's not, you can all just buy yourself pizza. I'm looking forward to that. I like making food for people and I love cooking for big groups, and I haven't had a chance to really do that since I left reenactment, where there were a few times where I would cook for like 20 plus people, and I miss kind of cooking large scale like that. Tomorrow night we're gonna do like a little fae. Like during the day people can do whatever they want, and then in the evening we're gonna dress up nicely and play some music in the garden, have a little dance, and like have like our own little fae ball. And then obviously Saturday is the convention itself, so yay, it's gonna be good. I will see you guys with an update very soon.
2 hours later.
Just a little makeup stain. We just come in here and eat the stuff you can't eat.
Yeah, so I mean,
Is that still on?
no. Like,
What?
oh wait, yep. Thank you. I just wanted to get clear audio of that with that. Hi, Zaya. You're looking gorgeous. Thank you. Hey, Erin, you look gorgeous too.
We rise like tall buildings.
We so cute.
It's the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun. As she puts her hand in mine, we wanna chase the night, wanna dance to
Are we all ready?
just 2 hearts running. From the top, we're gonna be 2 hearts running wild.
It is the day after a romantic affair. In the last hour, everyone has gone home and I've just been dismantling beds and putting laundry on. But then I thought, while it's calm for a minute, I will go through my haul. I ended up not really vlogging anything at the event, even though I did want to, but I decided not to because I was just really loving spending time with everyone. And quite honestly, every time I got my phone out to film, I realized I wasn't then paying it. I was so focused on my camera, I wasn't properly looking at the tables or talking to the authors. And I just was having such a great time that I didn't even really want to get my camera out. I did also have a little bit of a migraine through the day. At one point I did just drop onto the floor when we all stopped for a bit for a break. I just lay down and I went for a nap. The night before I'd had a bad head, so I took my tablets into the bedroom, forgot to bring them back out. So I ended up going to the event without any of my migraine tablets, and there was no like coffee or energy drinks available, so I was really struggling by the time I got home. Thankfully, we got home, I had everything, and I recovered very, very quickly. But I am also struggling today, which is why I chose not to go to the airport to do drop-offs. I've stayed home to try and get stuff done here. So yeah, I ended up just not really doing anything. But I'm gonna go through my little haul because I didn't want to buy any books, but I have come back with 3 books, none of which were bought by me. So I did good, I stuck to my no books buying. It was just everyone else that broke that for me. So now I've put all of the books that I've got in Australia into a big pile and into one stack. I'm not going to go through them in any videos until I'm back home, and then I'll do like a proper, these are the books I hauled. It's come to like 10 kilos, so a third of my overall luggage allowance is books. There is one that will be staying here because it is a hardback that is very chunky and very heavy. So that one is staying here until I can get it sent to me back in the UK. But yeah, everything else should be hopefully going home with me, so I will do a haul video when I'm back. So in terms of just yesterday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through like sort of the smaller bits and then building up to like my favourite thing and my favourite moment. But we have this little 3D printed wolf. He unfortunately had an accident, so you can see he lost 3 of his legs. I found 2 of them, Ren found the final one, so I can glue him back together and he will be good as new before I leave. But I've got this little wolfie figurine. I feel really bad because I was so excited about the figurine that I didn't even look at the book and the author that was selling it, because this is linked to her series. So it's like the Pack of Pharaoh Line series by A.L. Rojo. That is what this is from. Then I did like, you know, the thing where you walk around and you sort of pick up leaflets from various people promoting their books, and it's kind of like, you know, I didn't buy the book and I've not got it on my Kindle or anything, but I'm interested and they've made me interested in it. I just picked up like the Spark of the Divine by Louise Holland. That just looked really, really cool. From Mia Hartson, I do have 2 of her books on Kindle Unlimited. I've got Deranged Demons, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but I've got these. So she was like, these are 2 novellas that are linked to each of those series. And she also was giving out little freebies, so I got this sticker. Ren then actually bought Deranged Demons because they were like, ooh. The Realm by Zoe J, that it was like Irish mythology and Irish folklore, and I was like, okay, that looks good. And Zoe actually ended up picking up a copy of this, and I've seen it in person and it's so pretty. Crown of Lies by Pepper Winters and The Assassin Thief by Madeline Tuohy. Saw this was a special edition, Bookish and Spice, who do special edition books, and these were a couple of the books. I couldn't get the books, but I got the cards to get the books at some point. There were a couple that I didn't pick up the cards for, but I've taken photos. So Chloe Hodge, there was The Cursed and the Broken by Chloe Hodge, that all day this cover just kept grabbing my attention, and when I spoke to her, she was saying that it's got sort of Slovakian, I think it was, she said, Slovakian mythology, witches, enemies to lovers, forced marriage, forced proximity, and I was just like, say no more. So I would like to get that. A Hired Blade by J.C. Rycroft, who is a queer author and writes epic sapphic fantasy with dragons. And then that was it for like the ones that really... Oh, and then this one wasn't an author that was there, but I saw this on the First Chapter bookshop stall, and I was like, it's queer and it's about racing. Sign me up. And then merchandisey stuff that I bought, I was again very good because I was thinking about my suitcase, which as of filming I've just been like going through everything that I've bought and weighing it all, and I'm like, I'm on about 27 out of 30 kilos for my like main luggage, but I do still have 7 kilo allowance for everything else for my bag. So I should be good. But we have a mood reader bookmark from River and Wild, who is a company I have been interested in for a very long time. So I wanted to buy at least one thing from them. And then I also bought just this little pack of random stickers, and then some of my favorites. I just love it so, so much. We then have this little crystal one, like the crystals and journals, that I think is beautiful. Another journaly one, this time with tea and flowers. That is pretty. We got a little kitty saying with I love reading. I got a little potion bottle with like I put a spell on you. And yeah, it's just a little random pack of stickers with lots of fun, cute designs. So, you know, just a little random pack of stickies. And then we got to the books and the authors that I actually wanted to speak to. So authors that I read leading up to this were Chloe Higgins with Her Dark Angel. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really, really had a great time with it. I read it really, really quickly. It was one of my last books of last year. And she was talking about the sequel novella that's coming out and was telling me a little bit about some of the books in the series that are coming. I am especially excited for book 3 because that's going to be Hudson's book, who is my favourite character so far. So I'm now extraordinarily excited for his book. I didn't get anything physical, but what I did do is while I was going around all the authors, I've bought this little journal while I was out here, and it has a happy little quokka on it, and all down the side it has these little happy quokkas. So I'm calling this my little book of happiness and getting people to sign it and logging memories that I really want to recall and things. And so what I did is I created a title page for a romantic affair, and everyone in my group added to it. So we have a romantic affair, we have my little handcuffs, we've got Sash's little love heart, Erin's penis, Erin's barbarian penis, the rose with a vagina, and Ren's penis that is coming heart. So thanks guys, love you for that. But I was getting authors to sign it. So when I went to Chloe Higgins, I told her that everyone was drawing penises for me in my friend group. So she drew one of the little penis she had on her table, which I thought was hilarious. I keep forgetting about these. I also got these bracelets as well. I've got, this one's like a freebie that I got from River and Wild, which is a little memory bracelet, and it just says buy me books. And then this one I got from another author that I'll talk about in a minute. The next author I went to was Jessica A. McMinn. I haven't finished reading the book for that, which was The Ruptured Sky, but I did buy a bracelet that is based on the book. So it's got these beautiful colours that I absolutely love, this colour combo. And then on the back in black and gold, it's got Huntress, because one of the main characters, she is a huntress. And earlier in the day, I was telling everyone that I wanted to write a Red Riding Hood retelling where she becomes a monster hunter and becomes a huntress. And I was like, I can't not get it. She then signed like a little book sticker. So if I do get a physical copy of the book, I can just stick that straight in. But she also did a little signature-y thing in my book. I then saw Demi Clarissa. She was actually the first one to sign my book. So this one says, "You're worth more than the stars in the sky and gold deep in the earth," which I think is such a stunning quote. And I actually started reading her book in the queue before we went in. And just from the first chapter alone, I was like, this is a 5-star read. And then she was selling these stickers from like characters of her book, of characters from the book. And she just gave me one to put in my little book of happiness. We all collectively agreed that she was like the cutest bean in that entire place. She was just absolutely adorable, and we all kind of fell in love with her. So yeah, then it was like I went to LK Shea, who is an author I read last week, to be honest. I really enjoyed the book. I felt it ended in a bit of a weird place, but I did enjoy it, and I left a little bit of a pun in my review on Goodreads where it's like, this is great if you enjoy a desk job. So yeah. But I was intrigued by her work, and I was gonna get the sequel to it, but then I saw she had a hardback bind-up of both books. And while that was out of budget range, this was one that Sash bought me, and she had like a budget range. So obviously I wasn't gonna ask for that. I thought, well, actually I'm gonna try one of her other series because it has one of my buzzwords in it, which is a kitsune. You've got Mara, who is a kitsune scion, and it's got a male-male, female, male-male reverse harem paranormal romance set in a college for scions. Sounds great to me. And this one came with like a bookmark. I just really like his character design. I love the cover of this book. It's so pretty. It's also not super long, so I should be able to get that read pretty quick. This was a birthday present from Sash, and I just, honestly, the generosity of these people, it made me cry multiple times this trip because I was just like so happy to be around everyone, and then with how much love they've got and the fact they kept doing things to make me cry with happiness and joy, I was like, I can't cope. And it also came with a set of fridge magnets, which I was like, oh, this is so cool. I did not see that one the other day. Hello, who are you? Who are you? So it's got these bookmarks, magnets. I'm probably not going to be putting these magnets on my fridge at home, considering my uncle also lives with me. I don't know if he would appreciate certainly sexy half-dressed people on the cover. I'm going to assume this is our kitsune main character, who is just so cute. Oh, that one's cool. So that was really cute that I got those, and she was really lovely. And I asked if the hardback bind-up was going to be available in the UK, and she was like, probably not. But she was like, if you want one, then contact me and we can do like a private thing where I'll send her the money and she'll send the book across. So that was really sweet of her to say that, and I am definitely going to do that as long as I enjoy the sequel. Then I came to an author that I've never heard of and wasn't on my hit list, but she was really lovely, and I just kind of noticed that she had a sapphic book, and I was like, oh, that's one for Ren. And while we were stood there, I noticed this cover, and I was just like, ooh, this looks good. And she said that it's the first cover of all of her books. This is the first cover that she bought pre-made, so, you know, it was a cover that someone else had made and put for you to buy to use for your own book. And up until then, she'd always commissioned someone to make a cover for her. This one she saw and she went, you are mine, and wrote the book based off of the cover. So it's all about someone who wants revenge. She summons a demon, and when it works, she's like, holy crap, it actually worked, and didn't realize that what the demon is going to want in return for this revenge is her subservience in every which way possible. So I am looking forward to that. Again, it's a very short, sweet book. Meredith bought me this one, and so again, I adore my friends. Thank you so much to you, Meredith. It's so sweet of you, and I love you so much. And then we went to an author who I haven't finished the book. I also picked up 3 bookmarks. First of all, can we just appreciate like the holographic, how cool these are? But then it's also got quotes from various books of hers. We've got from The Demon in Him, it says, maybe he didn't want gentle. And I was like, oh. For Savior and Liberator, this is an alien romance series, so I'm probably not going to read them, but I just thought the quotes were pretty good. But you've got, I'd been rescued by my knight in scaly armor. And then we've got my favourite quote of the entire day, possibly ever. A random alien man had located my clip faster than my ex-boyfriend's. Just, yes, girl. But then we went to what was absolutely the highlight of my day. I went to her earlier in the day and then ended up going back again with Ren and Erin, and I kind of, I'm glad I did, but I also shouldn't have. So I went the first time, I was just saying like, oh, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a great time. Could you sign my little book of happiness? Which she did. And she also gave me a bookmark with some character art on it. And she was saying like the hardback of her book, she said, came with, she was like, the chapter pages had this on the, like a special. So we had like this. And I think she's got one of the most beautiful signatures I've ever seen. Then she was like, hey, all of this stuff is free, and she had a ton of things. I had to keep this quiet from the teenager, but because she would have probably stolen them already. But we had little lip glosses that I don't usually wear, but you know, they were free. So we had little lip glosses with her little signature on it. We got another bookmark. She had other bookmarks that I was meant to look at and then forgot. Wax seals that have got some sticky tape on the back so I can use them for like my journals and things. And this one has the like 3 witches, and then this one's just like a little witch that I thought was really cute. Some more stickers. I basically was going around picking up all the freebie stickers that I could, because obviously weight in my suitcase and cost, and stickers are a lot cheaper than anything else. A pen with Ren Smythe on, and I think it's a really nice colour pen, and it's like, it's a really solid quality pen. But yeah, the stickers that I got, we have one that is the most applicable to me, which is the Shifter Romance Reader, especially for like, you know, say Changeling. I got this like rose and cross one. I got this random one that has like eyeballs and stuff all over it. I thought that was quite cool. Book and Tea again. This really cute poem, like funny poem, Roses are red, pages are worn. This book I'm reading is practically porn. I'm still into fairy tales, but now they're spicier. Things like that. I just got various stickers. And then just some more stickers just with some promo for her like stuff. So it's like, that's the sequel. This is the first, no, that's the first book. This is the sequel. And then it's like got the stamp. That's the tattoo that they all have on them. Then it's like Ren Smythe's little signature. And then just another one with their little stamp. And yeah, so I went away, came back with Ren and Erin for them to check her out. And then I was saying like, oh, that hardback just looks so pretty. I would absolutely die for a copy of it. I was like, I don't need clothes. I can just leave clothes in Australia to take that in my suit, to make room for in my suitcase. And Erin was like, you better. And I didn't process, because I was looking on my phone at that point to see, I was like, oh wait, can I get it in the UK? So I was looking to see how much it was going to cost in the UK to get it. £25, by the way, for anyone interested. So I was like calculating that, not paying attention. Then the author was like, oh, do you want this personalized? And I realized she was looking at me, and I was like, why would I want it personalized when I knew she was buying it, but I thought I'd talked her into it. And she was like, no, your friend just bought it for you. I was like, Erin, no! What are you doing? It's your birthday. Why are you buying me gifts? And she was like, because it's fun. So yeah, Erin bought me the hardcover copy of When Shadows Dream. I don't want to touch it because I'm sweating and I don't want it to like mark it. And it's like, it's a chunker. It's like 560 something pages, but it's got a little book review sticker in it. She had a pad with these and I loved it. And then I've got my personalization where it says, Kirsty, enjoy the ride. Neither Jezzy did. And then thank you for your support. So I ended up with like 3 signatures. Technically 4, because she originally signed a paperback, went to give it to me, and was then like, wait, I just gave you a paperback. And I was like, Erin! Because I thought she'd bought me the paperback. And the good thing with the hardback is that the chapters, as I said on the bookmark, but the chapters all have this cover, like art. Just stunning. And now I'm like, this book had better be 5 stars. I think it will be, but just... if nothing else, it's going to be an all-time favourite because of the sentiment behind it. So this has been immediately put in one of my sleeves. This is where it will stay until it gets home and can go immediately on my shelf for display. So yeah, I keep forgetting. The hardback of When Shadows Dream came with this gorgeous little necklace. Look at it. So pretty. But because I'm wearing it, I don't think about it. So yeah, I didn't do too badly. Like I said, I did not buy any books. Other people bought them for me. But yeah, it was so wonderful. It was lovely getting to meet people. It was lovely getting to see booktubers in person. Absolutely the highlight of this trip was getting to just see people and being like, you're not just a face on my TV, you're real. And it was very reminiscent of when I first met Ren, and I was like, you're a real person. And Ren was like, yeah. So yeah, it was a bit overwhelming at times because obviously 6 people in this one room. It got a little crazy at times, but it was so great. It's really true what they say, that meals bring people together, because my favorite moments in the house when like we weren't out doing things, was just sat at the table outside having dinner and chatting and hanging out. It was just so lovely. And even though we didn't really do, like, we didn't go on the ghost tour, we didn't do our little fable, we didn't do like our little pajama party thing, it ended up just being, none of us cared about that. We all just had such a wonderful time just being in each other's company and sharing that moment. And yeah, I just felt so blessed and so almost honored to have shared space with these incredible human beings. I just love them so much, and they will all be linked down below. Please do go check them out. On Friday, we did film a bunch of collaboration videos. I did a book tag and then each of us answered, and there were some hot takes, and one person almost ended up single and one person got locked out of the house during that filming. So please do check that out when it goes live. Ren did a scavenger hunt where they gave us prompts and we had 90 seconds to find a book that fit the prompt. Meredith has done a little kind of what are you gonna do before, and then a little what did you do after video from the event itself. And then Sasha did an A to Z challenge where we had 90 seconds to write as many book titles, like to try and fill the alphabet with book titles. So all of those will be released soon. I don't know exactly when, so I can't link them below, but please do go check all of those out and subscribe to everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, do you read any Australian indie authors? If so, whose books have you enjoyed the most? And if you haven't, then who is your favourite indie author in general? Please let me know. I'm always interested to hear your thoughts. I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and Etsy that are both always linked below, and I will see you on the next video.